Let's talk about 7 income streams that can make you over $50,000 a month and how I am building all of that in my portfolio. Hello, welcome or welcome back. I'm Christina Scalera, and we are talking about all things passive income, particularly around digital products here on this channel. If that is something that you're interested in doing more of, then you'll want to make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss future updates and videos. And if you watch until the end and you decide this video is worth a like, it would be greatly appreciated. Let's start from the least passive and then go towards the most passive as we go through this list. The most active is my Christina Scalera brand. This is a personal brand that I post to Instagram and TikTok through, and I acquire one-on-one and mastermind coaching clients. It is definitely the most active, but it's also some of the most fun work that I do. I love my clients and I love coaching them. And this is something that is building towards a $50,000 a month in recurring revenue income stream just because of the high ticket cost of the coaching programs. My mastermind starts at 5 figures. My coaching starts at 4 figures a month. So you can see that this is not a small investment for my clients to make. And it's really fun to work with them because they are such high-level entrepreneurs. The next income stream that I'm building is a really exciting and fun one. So I have taken my personal brand and reclaimed it. And now I am creating a second brand called the D-Commerce Academy. And this is where all of my digital product, shops, thoughts, everything is going to live. And in fact, that might be where this channel is going, is towards the D-Commerce Academy angle. So the D-Commerce Academy was born out of this idea that I wanted to educate more people about digital products and give them a holistic system, because what I found is that when people would buy my simple sustained sales system S4, or they would buy Launch Your Shop Academy, they would kind of need both. And while they're very different programs, right? One teaches you how to launch and start, the other one teaches you how to scale. They still complement each other really well. So I enclosed them in this ecosystem and included all of the other courses along with that support those two learning objectives inside the Launch Your Shop Academy and the S4 programs. I'm really excited to build this up to $50,000 a month. And I'm also excited about the prospect of having something that isn't a personal brand that I could sell, because you guys know I have experience doing this in the past, and this is another way that I could add even more revenue, even more income to my life at some point if I ever decide to sell the D-Commerce Academy brand and the courses within it. Those are the two most active income sources that I have in my life right now, namely because I'm literally having to do work and content for those two things every single day in order to build an audience and sell and get new clients and new customers and teach people. So it definitely is not something that I would consider very passive like my shop was, but it is really fun and it's very exciting. So it will be fun to build those up to $50,000 a month revenue streams. The next thing that I'm doing is, obviously I have 2 properties with 3 houses split amongst them. And so I have some rental income coming in from my property out in Colorado. And this is a really fun one, but it's definitely not the most passive either because it does require maintenance. I do have to make sure that things are in good working order for the tenants there. And I have to check in with them periodically to just double check that everything is going according to plan. Nothing is like amiss and that they're still happy. I like them to be happy tenants. I really try to make sure that they have a good experience. I also have to make sure that I'm continuing to pay the mortgage, the bills. Like I can't forget about anything down there, even though it's out of sight, out of mind. I have to just keep remembering like, oh yeah, you have a whole nother electric bill like down there. And then number 4 is the appreciation that I'm going to get from this real estate investment. Now, one real estate investment is not going to start bringing in $50,000 a month. I am not so delusional to think that, but I do want to continue to add to my real estate portfolio, which obviously will give more rent. It will also give more appreciation as each of those houses goes up in value. The 5th thing is something that I've gotten really into lately, which is investing. So the 5th and the 6th ones are kind of related in that they both have to do with investments and investment portfolios. And there's something that don't have to scare you if you've never heard of that kind of stuff before, or if that stuff just sounds really intimidating to you. It did to me at first, but like I always say, it's like learning another language. It sounds like you'll never understand it or comprehend it at first, and then things slowly start to make sense the more often you hear the same term terms over and over again. So don't be scared by investing or investing portfolios or any of these like fancy terms, because they're just fancy ways of saying an account that you can invest in stocks that isn't just sitting there in, say, a savings account. So the number one way that I make money from my stocks is through reinvested dividends. Every single month, I am contributing through retirement accounts or through brokerage accounts, which is just like an account that you can use to buy stocks. I am contributing to those types of accounts, and they are buying stocks. And then when those stocks go up in value, this is a very oversimplified view, but like when those stocks go up in value, there are dividends that pay out to the shareholders. I am a shareholder who owns a piece of that stock, so I get money back just for having that stock in my portfolio. And right now I have all those dividends reinvested, so I don't actually get a payout. I could choose to just take those dividends, but instead I'm just putting it back in the portfolio. So let's say I own Shopify stock and Shopify makes profit this quarter. They're going to pay out in the form of dividends, and I'm going to be able to take that money. Let's say it's like $5. I don't even think it's going to be that much, but I can take the $5 and buy $5 more of Shopify stock with that. And then of course, the more Shopify stock grows, the more my portfolio grows as a result. Another way this portfolio is growing is through interest, and interest is really high right now. That's why mortgages are a little bit tougher to get, but it's also what's paying you more. If you keep that money in something like bonds or a high yield savings account, you could have an interest rate that meets or exceeds what you could expect to get just by investing in stocks. So for example, I have money in I bonds, and when I bought them, the I bonds were at a higher interest rate than even a high yield savings account. So I'm making money off of the money sitting in that I bond. I'm also making money off of my high yield savings account, which is at about 4.5% right now. So that money is literally just sitting there very safely in a checking account. Actually, it's a savings account. It's a high yield savings account. Anyway, it's in that bank account. It's not invested in anything, and it's making 4.5%, which is a really, really good return on money for just sitting there in a very safe spot. Something else I'm interested in getting involved in are real estate syndications. So this would be the most passive form of real estate investing, other than investing in like a real estate investment trust, like a REIT that you can just buy online through your brokerage account. Again, if you don't understand all that, no worries. I didn't either for a long time, but a real estate syndication is basically like where people need money to fund real estate investments, and they get money from a lot of different people. And then they all go out and they buy this piece of property, a commercial, a house, whatever, and you own a piece of that house. So it really helps to make sure that everybody is protected. Like you only own a little tiny bit of that house. So you're all like not absorbing the full risk of owning one piece of property, but you're also not getting like the full appreciation. You are getting some appreciation though. So if you invest in a lot of different properties through these syndications, then you could be making a lot of money every single month in a couple years, 10 years, 15 years, whenever these things finally start to pay out. Now, I don't know if that will approach $50,000 a month. I guess it depends how much you invest, but that is certainly something that could pay back lots of money when the time is ripe to cash out those investments. I hope this is helping you to think beyond the box of just your business, because your business is only one place where you can invest your time and money. And in fact, I think if that's the only place you're investing your time and money, you're really doing yourself a disservice. So if you want to learn more about passive income and all things that it takes to make sure that that's happening in your life, do make sure that you're subscribed. And I will see you in the next video where we cover even more about passive income and digital products and all the great things you need in your life to make sure that you're earning an income every single day at your own pace, at your own time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.